Ninja and Flannel here with the G36 Mini. Actually, this is just a Springfield KUNA. And I found some interesting things with this. I went out to do a full rundown on this bad boy, put about 1,000 to 3,000 rounds through it was the plan, but we didn't quite get that far because things started getting funky. Now, before we get started, I want to make something pretty clear to some of the Karens who are worried about me being biased about this because of how much I like the Strybogs. I bought this with my own money, and I bought this with my own money, so I got no stake in the game either way. They're both my guns. So we got up to the range, and we just started shooting. Put up a couple different courses of fire, a few targets here and there, and clock how fast it was to go between them. Some mag changes, nothing crazy, just some fundamental stuff that's fun to do. So then we had started getting some issues with this. Now the first one, I'll do a little demonstration. So with the bolt closed, your mag comes out on this angle, side angle, no problem, right? Just kind of kicks it out no matter what you do. Now lock back, like you got your last round bolt hold open, and it's different. Now, as you can see, nothing happens. Sideways. There you go. Forward, no problem. What it is, the curve on this is kind of acting like a cantilever of sorts. So if you are up at all, even in a kind of a normal, kind of a high ready position, mag doesn't really want to come out. Something that might be able to fix with a little reshaping, maybe some sandpaper, time will tell. But that's the first one, not a huge deal, but something to keep in mind. So now we'll get down to the real issue of what we discovered at the range. Now, this is mainly for some of you Karens that think I'm just being mean to the KUNA. And here's what I have for you. It's a mag. It's a mag that has some problems. So the problems may not be a big deal to fix. This may not be the end of the world. But what's happening is after you shoot about 200 rounds through it, the follower is getting stuck. As soon as you get to the last 1 to 3 cartridges in the mag, for some reason, right on the dot, 100% of the time, once you get this a little bit dirty, they all get bound up in there. You pull you get a hammer drop on an empty chamber. You pull this out, a bunch of cartridges fall out of your mag well into the grass, and you're like, what the heck? So that's what's going on. Now, I don't believe in bringing problems without at least trying to have a solution. So I took the whole thing apart, looked at the contact points on the follower, and actually took it to some 600 grit sandpaper and tried to sand those spots down, not enough to really take meat away, but to get them down a little bit and make them a little bit smoother. So we'll see if that helps. So far, it has helped some. And I haven't run into the issue again, but I also haven't got that many rounds through it since I tried it. So it might be a fix, it may not be a fix, time will tell. So I really wouldn't say this is the full deal that you shouldn't buy a KUNA, but you might want to consider this if you are thinking about it, that you may not just get something that works. You may have to mess with it a little bit, or you may have problems, you may have to send something back. I don't know, but it's a little early on still for me at least, and I've already run into some problems. Stay tuned though, we're still gonna do our video once we get set up of the comparison between these two bad boys. That's what we were trying to film when we discovered these issues. So this is really just a little update for you. And I hope this helps your buying decision, and I hope you enjoyed this little video. Farewell.